Chapter 1. Gone, but never forgotten. It's October the 11th. The sky darkens, trees rustling, leaves blown past in graves by the cold, soft wind. A teen who looked to be about 16, with brown eyes and brown hair, wearing a black and gray striped long-sleeved shirt with blue trousers, and wearing brown shoes, was walking the graveyard, holding what looked to be a blue-colored flower with a purple touch in the middle. He kept walking, despite him feeling shaky and weak from all the crying he had been doing in the past month. He shrugged it off, holding back any more tears. A familiar gravestone came into view, one that he was actually headed towards. The teen stopped to take a long, deep breath, closing his eyes to make sure no more tears would come out. After a minute or so, he opens his eyes, takes a few steps to the grave, before going down on both of his knees and placing the flower down in the middle. "Hey, it's me again," the teen finally spoke, looking at the grave. "It's been a month since, you passed, and we miss you a lot." The cool, soft wind brushed past against his body, making him shiver slightly in a feeling of coldness. And I know the teen's eyes had begun to water up, stuttering with his words. I know I promised that I wouldn't come here a lot, but I just needed to come here again and see you. At this point, he couldn't hold back any longer, his tears coming down his cheeks more and more as he cried hard into his hands. I wish so much you were here. I miss you so much," he yelled out loud, with his sadness getting the best of him. His eyes were wet and blurry from his tears that had been coming out. He moved his arm up and wiped his tears away, swallowing the lump in his throat and looking back at the grave. Sorry for yelling, wherever you are. Please don't forget us, and I hope that wherever you may be, you're happy and healthy," he said, forcing a smile on his face and slowly standing up to turn around and leave. But before he could take one step, a strong breeze, with leaves and flower petals, flew around him, making him stop for a moment to look behind him, and seeing what looked like a ghostly figure hugging him from behind. He blinked a few times, looking away, then back behind him to see the figure was suddenly gone. I could have sworn that I saw," he thought, before a loud, familiar voice of his mother called out to him, "Tyler, it's getting late and it's gonna rain. Come back to the car." Jumping slightly at the loud voice, Tyler had hesitated to move even a little bit. Taking one last look back at the grave, he formed a small, normal smile onto his face. It wasn't actually forced this time. Then looking back to the car, in which he quickly ran towards to get back to his family, who were waiting for him in the car. As he left the graveyard, he slowly panned toward the grave that Tyler was kneeling at. On the grave it said, "Here lies Sky Norlandia Robertson, a loving, caring, and protective daughter and sister. May she rest well in peace as she dances with the angels. Born March 14th, 1997. Died September 20th, 2019.